Manu, say hi to the camera. Say hi, everybody. Daphne, say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Manu. Say hi, Joey. Let's say what's up, James. What's up, nurse? Don't worry, I'll edit your face. Yeah.
Sit next to my son.
Everyone's having a good time.
Come on, Lexi.
I roll up, I roll up, I roll up, shawty, I roll up, I roll up. It's your anniversary something, and your man ain't acting right. Something I'm trying to catch a flight. I'll be there, girl, whenever you call me. Congratulations! So fool! Say it, say the line. You're the voice actor.
Look at the roof.
So fool, remember the line? Not until you represent your brotherhood gift, remember? Come on, bro, you're the voice actor, man, come on.
This with Freddie, this room with...
In the event of a fire, we have 2 portable fire extinguishers, one at the front of the duck next to the narrator, and one at the rear of the duck under the last seat on the driver's side. We also have an onboard fire suppression system that can be activated by the captain or deckhand. If we need to evacuate the duck while on the river, the quickest route is over the sides. Push firmly on the plastic windows to make them fall. The rear portion of the canopy is retractable. Unlock the latch located on the back of the canopy and slide it over the activated by the arrow on the back. There are life jackets overhead on both sides and in the back of the duck. The smaller life jackets with the red tabs are for children weighing 90 pounds or less. The larger life...
Otherwise, welcome to the Boston Duck Tours. Thank you, guys. This is my buddy, Will. He does all the hard work. Say hi, Will.
Hi, Will.
And I'm going to be your conductor today. My name's Captain Weirdbeard. Thank you.
Wait,
So,
grab.
You guys are from,
It's under the gas though.
what are we looking for? Oh. And I'll show you guys all around here. Now, where we're at right now, we just left the Museum of Science, and we're in a neighborhood called the West End. This is one of the oldest neighborhoods here in the city of Boston. And it was an immigrant neighborhood that had about 27 different ethnic backgrounds living out here. It was a true melting pot. They called it the greatest neighborhood this side of heaven. There was a guy from a TV series back in the 1960s called Star Trek, Leonard Nimoy. He played Mr. Spock. He actually grew up out in this neighborhood out here. And they tore the whole neighborhood down, and they ended up building it into really high-end condominiums and luxury apartments and changes. And that solves the traffic. Supposedly, that's the plan. So, yeah, the towers that are out here for other cities, they're not super tall. The tallest building that we have out here is called the John Hancock Tower, or it was called the John Hancock Tower. Now it's called the address. It's named 200 Clarendon, and that's about 790 feet tall. That one there is about 604 feet. We don't build the towers. The tallest building in Boston is and probably will always be the John Hancock Tower, because Logan Airport is just about a mile diagonally backwards to the left. And if the planes ever get diverted over the city, they need the buildings to be under 800 feet high. So that's why the new towers can only be about 600 feet tall. But they built quite a bit of them. So everything in front of us on the right, that's Beacon Hill. That was the first planned neighborhood in Boston, and all that was built in the early 1800s. And everything to the left-hand side over here, all this is new. This was all built in the 1960s. They tore the whole neighborhood down. It was called Scully Square. It was an entertainment district where they used to have like little penny arcades and vaudeville acts and stuff like that out here. But it turned into a really, being near the port, it became like a really seedy red light district with gambling halls, and it got so filled with crime and corruption they decided to tear it down. And we got everything out here we need, like a regular boat would. The big thing is when we're out there, if I'm not, I'm going to be paying attention to you guys, but if I'm not looking at you guys the entire time, I'm working with Will, because this is that time of the year. There's usually a lot of boats out there, and there's a big swing of level of experience out there, like kids in kayaks and stuff like that. So we're always kind of watching out for those guys, making sure if they don't make the right decision, we make it for them. but that's where we're going to be going in a minute here. To get there, we're going to go past the Museum of Science again, and then we'll be on the other side. So we'll technically leave Boston, be in Cambridge, and then we'll go for a nice little river cruise up here. It looks like the wind's picked up a little bit, which is good. The first tour we were out there, it was almost like it was super calm. It was almost like a sheet of glass, which you think would be really nice, except it's not, because the sun hits the water and then it turns into like a mirror and it got really hot. But if it's windy out like this, it should be really, really nice out there.
Dangerous.
When we're done too, I don't know like what you guys are doing immediately after. Did you guys have a bus or something like that, or did you guys? Okay, yeah. Because if it's hot and stuff, you just need a quick break. It is about 20 to 25 degrees cooler in the Museum of Science. If you need to cool off for a little bit, I don't know how that'll work, but. Just so they can tunnel through it.
Wow. That's fascinating.
Yeah, well, some of it's kind of clay, and it was like too soft, so they had to freeze the ground first so they could pour the concrete to make the tunnels to do it the right way. Of course, then they went under the water too, so that was kind of hard. They had to drop in big concrete tubes, and then we go for a cruise. So we stop for a second. We're gonna turn the propeller on, and then off we go. There we go. Dun dun dun. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. That's neat. I love that.
Whoa.
I think I'd buy one of these, but they're like $500,000. Probably, you know,
Oh, sorry.
right a little bit out of the budget.
Please don't brag.
It's you know.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, the Rich King 02. I'm here in the Charles River. It's pretty deep. I'm gonna be okay though.
We go by the boat up here. We can whack these guys with the flag on their boat here. Yeah, they used to use this to hold all the water from the Charles River. If you figure that Boston's the tide is about a 12-foot swing every 12 hours. If the dam wasn't here, then all the water would go into the back bay, and this would turn into a big mud flat. It'd be gross. Old block door here, so there used to be a big giant iron door that used to slip right across to the other side, and another one further down. So this is where the ships would come in and tie up to the bar.
Whoa.
There's just a big panel doing it here. So everything on the right hand side is Cambridge, and on the left hand side is Boston. It used to be all factories over there, and they just throw everything in the river. The river was quite polluted back in the day, but they've done a lot of work in the last 30 years on the river, and despite the color of the water, it's actually the cleanest river in the United States right now. The water quality is, no, it's an A-. You can A+ you can drink it. The only reason why it's got a weird color is mostly because the river doesn't run. And so if you had a glass of water and you put a tea bag in it, the tea bag would change the color of the water because the color comes out of the leaves. So it's the same thing here with all the leaves from the trees, and when the leaves fall into the troughs, they sink and they kind of release their colors in here. So it's called tannins or tannic acid, but it's no different than making like the world's largest glass of Earl Grey tea. That's all it really is.
That's why they love that dirty water.
No, the Boston, that's a great question. Now, this is where they did the Boston Tea Party here. This is the Back Bay. They did it near to where the New England Aquarium is on the other side. So, let me show you the map here. So right now, we just came in through the west end, went over the dam, and we're going up this way here. It doesn't show that bridge in front of us, the Longfellow Bridge here, but as we go, all the sailboats are all gone right now. They must be in for lunch or something like that. Yards, yeah. Oh, you know. Oh, did you look it up? And then they tell you what the wind conditions are here for the most part. Like there's a green flag over here. That the wind conditions are very calm and favorable for novices and stuff. If the flag's turned yellow, it means the winds have picked up, and you should probably have taken a. Yeah. On the other side of that, the front cabin there's a building. It's called Tower A, and those are the guys that are in charge of opening up the bridge. And I get this call and then open it up. But I don't think they know. I think they're just waiting for it to open up like it happens if they just sit there long enough. Alright, so here we go. Check this out. So we're coming up in about 3, 2, 1, touchdown. So I have to pull us up. You got a foot. There's the second axle that just hit. Third axle that's hit. As we get pushed out, we shut the propeller off. Nav lights off, headlights on. Back in a regular drive, I shut the radio off. And then just like that, we're a street legal vehicle again.
The train, the purple line.
What was the radio for?
Boston,
I don't know
baby.
what this guy's gonna get.
Ready?
Yeah, all this parking here is legal, and that what they are right there. It's not even. It's even worse than that. The state police come out. They give them a ticket for $300, and the tow trucks show up like 4 minutes afterwards, and then they have to pay another $300 to get their car out of the tow lot. So it becomes it would cost you $25 right there, right, or $600 to park there. So like, what's the difference? Why not just go for the $600 ticket? That's it. Everybody learns the way they learn. Jeez, this is the part of the tour where I actually get sad though, because I have to bring you guys back, and I feel like we had a nice little adventure here. Did you guys have a pretty good time? Yeah! You guys were a lot of fun. Oh, believe me, I'm doing this 3 more times today. Yeah, me and Bill met up just after like around 7 o'clock this morning. And we'll be going together. The last tour we do is that we'll be back to the garage at 8 o'clock tonight. So it's like a big 13-hour change them out every 2 hours.
So silly.
Totally worth it though. When we get into the Museum of Science, adults and chaperones, just help me out here. We're gonna do this backwards. Stay seated for a sec, because what's going to happen is Will and I will walk to the back, and then we're going to set up the gangplank and let the ladder down. I saw you guys coming up. You did great. Take your time coming down. Your safety is my most important concern. I'll be there at the bottom to make sure you guys get off nice and safe. And then just obviously, you know, everybody look around, make sure you have all your stuff, your keys, your phone, your wallet, anything brought with you onto the dock. Take it with you as you get off the dock.
No. Great. What's up, everybody? So what's up, y'all? It's your boy, the Rich King 02. I just went on the duck ride, the boat ride, and I'm all set with this vlog. I'm gonna edit everything, and that's it for this part of the ending of the vlog. So peace, and I love y'all.
My back is so dead.
You have to go?
My back. We should wait.
Timmy, what are you doing, boy? Yo, Sofu. Sofu, say the line now. Now's the time.
Not until I post it. Your Brotherhood gift.
I'll buy the little twerp a gumball. What was your last part before you stopped doing voice acting with me?
No.
You know the rules. You have to make the gift.